Hôm nay là cả gia đình mình đi dự lễ ra trường của cháu Hannah. Hôm nay là Hannah tốt nghiệp high school. Bây giờ mình sẽ quay một vòng cho mọi người coi nha. Hôm nay thời tiết ở ngoài nó hơi mưa nhưng mà ở trong đây rất là đẹp, rất là lớn. Ok, đây. Hello everyone. Today is my niece and also my goddaughter graduation. So today she graduated from high school, Memorial High. So I'm gonna show you how everything look inside here. Okay, it's kind of crowded. That's Hannah Dad. Quay một vòng cho mọi người coi nha. Hôm nay Hannah ra trường ở trường Memorial High School. Đây là nhà của Hannah. Hi, đây là anh Phương. Hannah Dad. Đây bà ngoại, hôm nay bà ngoại vui mà ngoại. Đây bông hoa quá trời luôn nè. Đông lắm nha mọi người. Mẹ Hannah đâu? Ngồi đây quay rõ. Đây chuẩn bị Hannah, lên. Cô giáo của Hannah đây. Wow, Hannah ra kìa. Đây. No, đâu có được đâu anh. Đây chuẩn bị là các học sinh vô nha mọi người. Các học sinh ra tiến về hội trường nha. Trời mưa nha mọi người, nhưng mà làm trong đây thì quá tốt luôn.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2023, let's go. Good evening. Honored guests, family, friends, and the entire Crusader community. Pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2023. At this time, would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I'm going to invite Emma Polanco to come do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please welcome Evelyn Davis singing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're honored to have with us this evening many special guests joining our celebration. First, I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Manchester, the Chair of the Board of School Committees, the Honorable Joyce Craig. The Superintendent of the Manchester School District, Dr. Jennifer Gillis. Assistant Superintendent of the Manchester School District, Ms. Amy Allen. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Forrest Manziel. Manchester School District Network Director, Dr. Aaron Murphy. Board of School Committee member from Ward 4, Ms. Leslie Wong. And our Chief Equity Officer, Ms. Tina Philibot. Board of School Committee member from Ward 5, Mr. Jason Medina. Board of School Committee member from Ward 6, Mr. Ken Tassi. Board of School Committee member from Ward 8, Mr. Peter Perry. Board of School Committee member from Ward 7, Mr. Chris Potter. Board of School Committee member from Ward 9, Mr. Ben Dion. And Board of School Committee member at large, Mr. Peter Ardropoulos. I'd like to announce and introduce Memorial High School Administration, Assistant Principal, Mr. Ben Day. Assistant Principal, Ms. Amy Christopher. Assistant Principal, Ms. Michelle O'Rourke. Assistant Principal, Mr. Jeff Heber. Now I'd like to introduce our guest speakers for the evening. The President of the Class of 2023, Autumn Pelletier. Vice President of the Class, Kenyang Luau. Secretary of the Class, Ms. Jenna LeBerg. And the Treasurer of the Senior Class, Lily LeVick. Mr. Ricky Trom. Our valedictorian, Mr. Josh McDonald. Our guest faculty speaker today will be Mr. Craig Lessier. And joining us on stage is our senior class advisor, Ms. Tara Michio. Wow. All right. You guys look good. I'm very honored to be here today. Really? This group of graduates has inspired me and challenged me to be better. Thank you. Thank you all for being with us today. I want to start by thanking the entire community for the support the past 3 years that I became principal of Memorial. It's been an honor, a pleasure to be part of these students' journey. I'm honored to hear students, graduates, to celebrate this milestone with you. And now I'd like to introduce the President of the Class of 2023, Autumn Pelletier.
Thank you, Mr. Sainont. Good evening, everyone. My name is Autumn Pelletier, and it has been my honor serving as the 2023 class president. I want to first welcome everyone to our graduation ceremony and congratulate my fellow graduates as we accomplish this new milestone together. Before I formally begin my speech, we must take our class of 2023 selfie. Make my speech too long, because I'm sure just like me, you are all ready to graduate. But I do have a few last things I'd like to touch upon. I am so thankful to have been given this special opportunity and play a leading role in the memories we've made here at Memorial. I have honestly cherished every moment and event, from not only planning to participating in them as well. Listening to your ideas and taking on new challenges has been my privilege. And I'm so happy to share the celebration with you all today. Throughout these past 4 years, we have overcome many obstacles, but we continue to push through despite the challenges. Like sleeping through period A Zoom calls during COVID, and awkwardly waking up to our teachers calling our names, or eating the school store ramen because they took away the route line we had freshman year. But we made the best of it. Like raiding the football field because Memorial finally broke their losing streak, or when we decorated our senior hallways so red you could see it all the way from the cafeteria. I think some memories will stick with us better than others. Like testing how many of us could really fit in a small white box taped on the gym floor at assemblies, or creating human pyramids high enough to beat the junior class. In the moments, we were so focused on successfully winning these events that we didn't realize how much fun we were really having. As I have had the privilege to get to know most of you sitting here, I have no doubt that you all accomplished amazing things. I am so proud of the individuals we are all becoming, and I see bright futures ahead of us. My heart goes out to those who fought silent battles but persevered through. 12 years of hard work and dedication brought us to this moment today, and I cannot be happier to say that we made it. As we unite here together one last time, I want to give my biggest thank you to all of our teachers, families, and supporters, who have not only motivated us, but stood by our sides. I also want to give a big shout out to my parents, especially my mom, because she has inspired me in so many ways and continues to do so every day. If I could please get a quick round of applause for all the people in our lives who not only continue to celebrate who we are, but helped us get here today. Thank you guys. As I continue with my speech, I want to talk about what the future holds for us. As we follow our dreams and journey through new paths, we have control of who we want to be and what we want to do. Maybe we want to bake the best brownies like Miss O'Hara, be a talented musician like Mr. Godwin, fight fires while also being a teacher like Dr. Collins, or love math as much as Mr. Seegan does. The choice is ours to make. But as we begin to make these choices for ourselves, I hope we all continue to pursue what brings us the most joy. High school is similar to that of a roller coaster. We felt okay despite the jerks and pulls that may have dropped our stomachs along the way. And then the end came much quicker than we thought it would. And if you're anything like me, it felt like your eyes were closed most of the time. But all of a sudden the ride was over. And you say to yourself it wasn't all that bad after all. But you wouldn't really want to go on it again. It may have been your favorite ride or your least favorite. But at the end of the day, you can still say you did it. We did it, guys. I wish you all the best. Congratulations to the class of 2023, and good luck with all of your future endeavors. Remember, once a Crusader, always a Crusader. Now I'd like to introduce Ricky Tron, the salutatorian of our class.
Hi. Okay. Yeah. Superintendent Gillis, Mayor Craig, members of the school board, guests, faculty, friends, and family. I am honored to welcome you all as we celebrate Memorial's graduating class of 2023. 4 years ago, exactly 1,463 days, I was sitting here in this very arena watching the graduation of the class of 2019, which now feels like an entire lifetime ago. Still in 8th grade at the time, I was listening to two of the seniors give a speech, Christine Lee and Thomas Garrett specifically, and I remember thinking at the time, wow, wouldn't it be so cool if I could give a speech at my graduation? Now I'm shaking because this is the most nervous I've ever been. And so, on that fateful day, the 15th of June, 2019, my goal was set. In order to secure a spot at the top of my class, I convinced myself somehow that I was going to get straight A's all throughout high school. Perfect grades, I told myself, how hard could that possibly be? Clearly, my 8th grade self was blissfully ignorant of what AP literature had in store for me. So, yeah, as you can probably tell, everything didn't go exactly as planned. My journey to graduation here today was not as smooth as I originally wanted to be, and there were definitely many unexpected bumps in the road, which I'm sure many of you can relate to, because elephant in the room, our high school experience was interrupted by a global pandemic midway through freshman year. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. I mean, almost every graduation speech in the past few years has talked about COVID, but for a good reason. When you stop and really think about it, it truly is incredible how we were all able to go through such a challenging and unprecedented time in history and come out the other side. And for us, the class of 2023 in particular, we were put in an especially unfortunate position as our freshman, sophomore, and junior year, arguably the most important years of high school, were interrupted, resulting in a rather rough transition into secondary education. Nevertheless, we persisted, and now here we stand as graduates, having achieved the same, if not a greater level of education.
Em này là người Việt nha cả nhà. Em tên gì Phúc? Em này là người Việt Nam nha mọi người.
Anyway, though, I say all this because through my experience, through my challenges during the whole journey, through my failure to achieve perfect grades, through my ups, my downs, and every point in between,
Ricky hả?
I kind of realized something.
Em này là người Việt Nam tên là Ricky nha mọi người.
Is that they happen.
Em học rất là giỏi luôn.
And life goes on. The world still
Là
spins
học
yet
là
another
toàn
day. And no
straight
matter
A
how
không.
horribly we think we messed up, we just
Giờ
keep
em
going.
đứng,
I know for
em
me,
đang đứng
there
phát
was a low
biểu.
point in my journey where I thought I had moved everything. The end of my sophomore year after COVID, I thought I had jeopardized my chances of getting into good college, that I had destroyed that oh so distant dream of speaking at graduation. But despite it all, despite really wanting to give up, I just kept pushing for another year, and pushing, kept pushing and pushing, and I didn't even notice it because it was so
So
gradual.
this is
When you don't realize how
Ricky.
truly resilient you are,
He
until
is
you push
Vietnamese.
yourself to your absolute limit. And throughout it all, I learned what matters most, what in a sense defines us, is what happens next. Life rarely pans out the way we want to, and more often than not, we don't get to choose what happens to us. However, certainly, we can choose how we respond. We can choose what happens next. We didn't choose to have a pandemic. We didn't choose to bear through a year and a half of learning. But we chose what we could do our junior and senior year to find some sense of normalcy, some way to compensate for the time we had missed, some way to make up for all that we had lost, and, if you're like me, some way to recover your GPA post-pandemic. Yeah, taking 8 AP classes your senior year isn't fun, by the way, to be like, what's my advice? And so, yeah, to the audience, to any future valedictorians and salutatorians here with us, know that your path may have many unexpected bumps, turns, and dead-ends. But take solace in the fact that your attitude of what you choose to do next can be stronger than any obstacle that might come your way. And seriously, if I could stand here today and still fulfill my dream of speaking as a salutatorian after bombing sophomore year chemistry, I think that's a testament to the fact that you can and should always keep going.
Gia đình.
And now, to the class of 2023, to the class that has been through so much together,
Phước đâu ạ?
really grown stronger for it. What is there left to say? What wise words can I possibly impart on the class that has personally taught me so much? All I can say is that as we prepare to leave and go our separate ways, I encourage all of us to look back at our time at Memorial positively. It is easy to complain, to wail, to whine, to moan and groan. It is easy to look back at these 4 years and only focus on the negatives. The bathrooms suck. The lockers suck. The technology sucks. The Wi-Fi definitely sucks if you didn't already know. The big machines suck. 3 p.m. traffic sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry. I swear this is positive. But as I had just demonstrated, it really is easy and cathartic and sometimes necessary to focus on the negative. But it can be difficult to look for the positive, but I promise that it's there. Whether you choose to remember the big things, like all the spirit weeks, all the incredible times we shared as a class, and by the way, thank you to my fellowship council members here in the audience today. You all did that. You all made that possible. Thank you. Whether you choose to remember the small things, like all the times we would wave to each other and say hi as we pass each other in the halls, or whether you choose to remember everything in between, like that really weird field trip for NH Scholars. I still don't really know what that was about. All these memories and more will follow us as we enter the next stage of our lives, and while we may soon be heading our separate ways, our shared experiences here at Memorial High School will forever guide us. Wherever you go, wherever you may end up, whether it's Rhode Island, Virginia, Connecticut, Florida, Indiana, Illinois, Massachusetts, yeah! Or whether you're staying here in the historic Granite State, I encourage all of us to choose a more positive outlook in life, to choose what happens next. And with that, one day, you will look back and know that you have made your past self proud. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to the incredible class of 2023. McDonald. Bear with me. In 15,120 hours, you can watch every single episode of The Simpsons over 66 times. That's 40,788 episodes of The Simpsons. For 15,120 hours, we have gone to school with each other day in and day out. 15,120 hours, and still it feels like it's gone by too fast. We've been at Memorial for 4 years now, and in that time, we've taken over 20 classes taught by many of the 140 excellent teachers in the building, received 16 report cards, and our sports teams have earned a grand total of 0 state championships. Although, don't worry, our robotics is good going. We've been in school a grand total of 12 years, and in that time, we've seen 6 Olympics, 5 live-action Spider-Man movies, 4 seasons of Stranger Things, 3 wildly different presidents, 2 Tom Brady retires, and 1 global pandemic. We started back in 2011, and back then 2023 seems so far away. But here we all are today, ready to graduate. It's almost magical how fast time flies, and speaking of magic, I brought a deck of cards with me to help me tell a story. I'd like you all to keep in mind that the following is being done with a genuinely shuffled deck of cards. All right. Now, we've been here for... I know. Give me a second. Hold on, stay with me. Now, we've been here for 4 years, and what a journey it has been. 9th grade started off normal, and it was a real step up from middle school, really jacking up the stakes. New people, new teachers, new expectations, all at a brand new school. 7 to 3 made up our long 8-hour day, and for 5 days a week we would get up, go to school, and go home. Now, the first 7 months went fine, but then the infamous COVID-19 hit, and it started off as a nice, relaxing 2-week break off from school, turned into a grueling year home, filled with long Zoom meetings and silent breakout rooms. 10th grade was abnormal, to say the least, and while some of us came back towards the end of the year, many of us never even set foot in the building. Then finally, after 365 full days of waiting, we were all, September rolled around for 11th grade, and we're all reunited, although our social skills.
That's amazing. You know,
Junior year was our first full year of high school, our first full 10 months in the building. And then finally, after 3 of the most unusual years of high school anyone has probably ever had, we had finally reached our 4th and final year. 12th grade, our senior year, where we became the kings and queens of Manchester Memorial High School. Now, with a 12-year journey coming to an end, after the few short months of June, July, and August, we'll go our separate ways to all 50 states and even all 195 countries in the world. Some of us may become the kings of the courtroom, or the queens of industry, maybe a jack of all trades. Someone may even become the king or queen of all 8 billion people on the planet, but no one knows because the future is unpredictable. What I do know is that in 40 years, when we look back on our high school experience, we won't think about the days that we were sitting in class not wanting to be there. We'll think about the friends that we made, the jokes that we told, the teachers that did more than just make us memorize the quadratic formula or all the presidents, the teachers that made an impact.
But with all that aside, I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2023. I'd now like to proudly announce our faculty guest speaker, Mr. Craig Messier.
How do I follow that? Numbers are not coming out of my mouth. Wow, and that was like, okay, yeah, well, you're going to get the B team now, so just lower expectations after that. All right, hi everyone. I would like to thank the class of 2023 for choosing me to be your faculty speaker. The opportunity to address all of you one final time is an honor, and I hope not to squander it with tired sayings and well-worn platitudes that often happen this time of year. And yes, as I say this, I recognize that I probably already failed by starting my remarks by talking about cliches. But hey, I'm not going to lie to you all. I've struggled with this speech. Not because I didn't know what to say, but because I didn't know how to get there. The finish line was easy to see, but the starting line was fire. And while the idea of having ChatGPT write the speech briefly popped into my mind, I give you my word that the words come from here, and more importantly, from here. I mean, how do you sum up and quantify this class, this generation? If you want to talk about unique, this is the group you want to focus on. When I gave the faculty address back in 2015, my speech came easy. I knew the message, and I felt comfortable in the way that I was going to deliver it. But the message was safe, and delivered during a time of relative calm. Speaking before you today, I can say that our world has changed, and that the message I want to deliver is more specific to what's in front of you right now. It seems like you all get a lot of flack for the things you don't do well. And let's be honest, some of it's rightfully earned. For instance, show of hands from the seniors, how many of you won't get takeout from a restaurant if you don't have the option to order online because you don't want to talk to someone on the phone? Yep. Okay. Or show of hands, how many of you would rather record a friend doing something stupid rather than stopping them from doing it? And I won't even ask. You won't even have to put your hands up on this one unless you want to. We've done enough surveys in psych class for you to know who you are. This is going to be the worst since you're graduating today, but how many of you still need a calculator to add a string of 10 numbers together? Now, for all the things you might struggle with, there are a litany of things that you excel at. Angles. You guys know how to get your angles and lighting right. When I take a picture, I end up looking like Sloth from the Goonies. But when you take one, outside the 300-win bathroom at 8:13 in the morning wearing sweatpants, it comes out looking like you're a member of the cast of Outer Banks. And your TikTok videos are on point, especially your dances. Choreography is next level. Makes you wonder how many Harvard and Yale-bound students we could produce with the same level of devotedness as used to study for your Gaussian singing or wear test. And I love your ability to shorten the most basic of phrases. Suspicious? Nah, too long. Let's go sus. Good game? Why would we use that when we can use the same number of syllables and say, GG? And then there's your skill at redefining words. Someone walked by me when I was rocking my new Jordans, and they said to their friend, yo, he's got the drip today. I was so worried I had something on my face that I had to go check the mirror. Another girl asked me why I was so salty. I explained to her that it was genetics and that my mom's hair had gone silver in her late 20s as well. Even grammar can be altered. I asked the kid if he liked something and his response was bet. I asked him on what. He looked at me like I was the one who was speaking in a strange new way. And God forbid your name is Karen or Stan, your names have been forever altered. But in all seriousness, the trait you've mastered that I want to focus on is tolerance. In the 21 years I've been teaching, I am amazed at your ability to accept people for who they are. To you, it's just something you do. It's effortless, not something you have to think about, but to older generations, it's a remarkable thing to witness. I'm a Gen Xer, and we were really good at talking about tolerance and inclusion, but we struggle with its implementation. And if I go back to my parents, the baby boomers, they typically tell you the way it's worked in the past. But with you, I've never seen a group better at looking at someone who they are, and not by the labels they are given. I think your way of approaching the world is needed now more than ever. It seems that people are more divided and polarized in their thinking than I can remember about 44 years ago. And I believe that you are in a unique position to help change this. We as humans, unfortunately, can be tribal. And in times of stress, we tend to circle the wagons around familiar things. But that can breed division and exclusion. You all bring the opposite. You bring tolerance. You bring inclusion. And you bring acceptance. These strengths are important because they can help bridge the divide that stands between all of us. I always tell people that I am fortunate to be a teacher. It keeps me young and forces me to adapt with the times. This group has challenged me more than most in making me rethink things I have done and said for years. It has made me reflect about who I want to be as a teacher and a human being. And I don't think I'm alone in this. Even if people aren't happy with having to self-reflect, they're still doing it. And this has the potential to change the way our society operates. Now, here's a dose of reality for you. You need to foster these traits. Right now, the world is yours for the taking. There are limitless opportunities in front of you, but as you get older and obstacles arise and life gets in the way, it's easy to get jaded. This way of thinking that has helped define your generation can be put in the back burner because you're busy or tired or just beaten down. This is exactly the time you need to redouble your efforts to remember what sets you apart from parents and grandparents. Progress isn't a guarantee. Just because change is happening doesn't mean it's going to continue. It has to be nurtured. Complacency can result in accepted practices, things you assumed were etched in stone, being eroded and erased. Changes aren't. And tenaciousness is needed because you're going to be attacked with a new way of thinking. I'm sure you've experienced this at some level. And to be fair, some of your ideas might not be realistic. This might be the result of the naivete or lack of life experience. But just because something is dismissed doesn't mean it can't be refined, and it certainly doesn't mean you stop questioning and challenging ideas and practices. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean it can't be better. And keep this in the back of your mind. The older generations that are pushing back have, the older generation that are pushing back have, at an earlier point in their life, been in your shoes. They were once the new generation that were challenging old ways of thinking, and were getting the same lectures that you're getting now. And you know what? If you continue to stay true to your beliefs, some of these people will remember this and start to listen to your case with a more sympathetic ear. Remember, the loudest voices don't always speak for the majority. They're just loud. You have more allies in your camp than you know. Heck, if my 91-year-old member can be swayed by your message of tolerance, inclusion, and acceptance, and she has, then there's a chance for almost everyone. Keep this in mind. You need to remember that respect and understanding is needed for your message to get through. While you may passionately believe in a cause, trying to force feed it to someone is never going to work. If your generation is truly going to be the generation to bring people together, then you need to be able to meet people at the place where they're starting from. Don't fight for equality and tolerance by going against those very principles. Understand who you are talking to and know that change doesn't happen overnight, and that goals you're striving for can take time. Accepting these realities will go a long way in achieving your ambitions. Now, as I wrap up my remarks tonight, I am optimistic about the future. I look out at the sea of faces in front of me, and I see many soon-to-be graduates that I've had in class. And I'm reminded that they have already had an impact. They've changed my and many of my college views already, and that matters. I close out this year feeling better prepared for next year because you have all taught me how to be a better teacher, husband, and father. And for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, it's about that time to flex with your squad and be recognized for all that you've done. Remember to keep it 100. I will miss you all, and I'm so excited to see how you make this world a better place. Good luck, class of 2023. I wish you nothing but the best. Good to see you on.
Wake everybody up.
Please stand to be recognized at this time and stay standing. If you're taking a gap year, figuring out what the next step is, please stand to be recognized at this time. If you go to a 2 or 4-year university, please stand to be recognized at this time. Going into the trades or any other profession, please stand at this time. All graduates should be standing. Okay. Now is going to be the part where I'm going to need a little help out there. If you're here because you love one of our graduates, you supported one of our graduates, your friends, family of one of our graduates, please stand at this time. At this point, just in case I missed somebody, if you're a human being, you stand to be recognized at this time if I haven't got you yet. See, we all have one thing in common. We're all human beings. Different and perfect, but we're all fortunate to be here. But we stand together as a school community. Let us embrace our individuality and embrace the fact that we have this one thing in common. The Webster Dictionary defines humanity as compassionate, sympathetic, or generous behavior or disposition. I think we heard Mr. Leckner say that. Okay? That's this group. The other piece of the definition is the quality or state of being humane. Sounds like the class of 2023. I feel great, what Mr. Lester said, about the future because of you. You've taught me to juggle with my emotions. Is there like a pool of when it's going to happen? It's not. We got it out yesterday, it worked. Okay, we had a moment yesterday, it was great. But you have, as Lester said, we're learning from you. We're learning from this generation, and I appreciate that. So at this point, I want to thank everybody that's standing in this room for what's happening on this part of the city and at Memorial High School. It is an amazing experience. Congratulations to the class of 23. We can all be seated now. And on behalf of SNHU Memorial High School, we're proud of you. We care about you. We love you. And we're excited to hear all of the next chapters of your lives. And now to provide official greetings from the City of Manchester, it's my pleasure to introduce the Manchester Memorial Hall and Chair of the Board of School Committee, the Honorable Mayor Joyce Craig.
Bốn người ba chỗ được rồi.
It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you. It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you as the alumni. I'm so excited to celebrate the class of 2023. They do deserve a crowd of applause.
Đây tưởng ở nhà chứ. Tưởng ở nhà. Hai đứa nhỏ mà cùng vô đây được giỏi.
And as I look out at all of you, I see strength, I see determination, and I see dedication. You persevered. And graduates, please be sure to thank all of the people who helped you along the way, and always remember to give back. Communities thrive when people come together and listen to each other. When I graduated from Memorial back in 1985, I didn't know what you were celebrating.
Hi, Justin. Justin. Justin.
Take the time to enjoy this moment. Your class has been described as courageous.
Justin. 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 Nhân nó buồn ngủ hay sao hả? Mới ngủ dậy hả? Hay vậy? Anh Đức đậu VIP 2 tốn 20.
Several members of your class will represent our country in the armed forces.
I'd also like to apologize in advance if I mispronounce the name. I assure you, I have put in a lot of time to do my best to get it right, and I sincerely apologize if I do not. All right, are we ready on the floor? Well, I say let's give this a go. First up, your president, Autumn Grace Pelletier. Kenyon Joseph Dole. Jenna Jacqueline LeBerge. Lily Ann Levin.
Đó Hannah đó. Đó Hannah nó đợi cái nón nó có trang trí đó.
Joshua David McDonald. Ricky Sang Trawl. Diego Mendez.
Loan vô chụp hình giùm mi nha.
Christine and
Hai nhà đi xuống có chụp giùm chị đi, tự máy này mà đang quay mà nó chụp nữa là nó mờ lắm. Hiểu không? Chỉ chụp thôi.
Fatia Yusuf.
Đâu có xuống đâu được.
Nó đi vòng xuống nè. Nè, con cười nè. Con cười.
Hannah V. Lee.
Đó nó lên nè.
Audrey Anna Siddell. Julia Yuen Hughes.
Đó, phiêu chụp tay phiêu.
Maya Nicole Dow.
Lại chụp hình em nè.
Many Lucky Adeline. Rima Ali Ahmed. Jock McCall. Fatima El Azabini. Camilla Noemi Alejandro. Tristan Shea Alexander. Malak A. Ali. Mary S. Alessandro. Reagan H. Elaine Jr. Ahmed Ali Alray. Savannah May Alves. Emma Rose Anderson. Andrew Kevin Hart. Peyton Matthew Opry. Laz Bapper. Elena J. Bailey. Kanita Latinova. Jacob Vincent Balagunis. Brian Loretto Badillo. Lisa Lynn Barrett. Simran Bassman. Carter John Nealon. Kaden A.
Vậy hả? Được danh dự nói chuyện trên hả?
Nói chuyện hả? Người ta cười rất là
Daniel Bettenker. Simeon Dea Lolo. Misty R. Nathan R. Byron. Evan Blades. Elizabeth E. Horry. Cody Roland Burke. Kara Rose Bryant. Cameron Patrick Brown. Maya Faith Brown. Nathan E. Brown. Ashley Nicole Cummings. Ryan J. Cunningham. Courtney M. Kearns. Justin Dennett.
Justin Đặng. Justin Đặng.
Tori Hope DeRosa. Dominic J. Doherty. Evelyn Grace Davis. Nathan Scott Davis. Carly Dale Dietrich. Jaden R. DeBosis.
Đông quá, mấy trăm đứa hả? Hả?
Jeremiah Cameron.
Con ai? Con Lệ. Cháu Thúy Khôi.
Maya Gabriella Desarnais. Second pause for selfie. Matthew Adriel Gordon. Kristen Nicole. Patricia Islam.
Nãy mình tưởng là mình lớn nhất, ồn lắm mà bây giờ kêu mình.
Turn your heads this way. And we will begin with Hannah Longton.
Cô nó bị mờ.
Aaliyah Sarah Lord.
Đó, Lia đó, bạn thì ra đó. Đó, Lia.
Mark Roy.
Dạ. Đó.
Nenro Wall.
Đó, nó đang đứng chụp hình với gia đình mình đó. Đó, nó đang đi vô. Đó, nó đang đi vô đó. Đó, nó đang đi xuống. Nó đang đi xuống nè. Ừ.
Hannah E. Mahoney. Adrian R. Hayden. Lewis
Đó.
Destiny Joy Manning.
Mai mốt trước tin ra trường Lâm Hà Nội mấy danh dự
Coi nó ngồi hàng nào.
Cassandra Caitlin Martinez. Louis Martinez.
Justin Lê.
Ngồi hàng
Jacob Evan Maurice.
nó đợi nó decorate trên đầu nó bông.
Daily Annette Maxson. Genesis Henry.
Đây gia đình bên đây la cũng quá trời luôn. Việt Nam nè. Đây Việt Nam. Mấy?
Justin Jordan.
Wow, thấy không?
Castillo Pierre Lee. Olivia Jean Pike.
Đông quá.
Leah Cynthia Boo. Joshua Joseph Walters. Jenna Angel C. Green. Ariana Nicole Webb. Colin Michael Webster. Antonio J. Welch. Landon Wilson. Jody Lane Wood. Jody Lane Wood. You send it? Riddick Yannick. Alyssa Marie Mashinska. Congratulations, class of 2023.
guys, no, I'm just kidding. They're done for me, which is great. We need to do that again. That was awesome. Class of 2023, let's go.
Hai năm nữa là mình quay lại đây rồi. À, 2 năm không? Julie.
Thank you. You may now move your tassels from right to left.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful city tonight. Once a Crusader, always a great Crusader. Go Crusaders. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Lễ ra trường của Hannah xong rồi mọi người. 12 năm trời học đã xong. Đây, hôm nay trời đây được trời ra trường mà mưa quá trời luôn.
Để chụp hình đi.
Julia, you wanna pick? Trời đẹp quá à. Đẹp ha. Phương
Thằng rào lên cũng đẹp.
Phương làm vườn trước đẹp quá anh Phương ơi.
Thôi mời cậu, khỏe không?
Cậu mợ tới rồi hả? Hai con vô đây. Mới tới. Ủa, cậu mợ tới lâu chưa? Lúc 7:30. Cậu phải không cậu? Cậu mợ. Đây, chúc mừng Hannah. Chúc mừng Hannah graduate. Rồi, cần phụ cái chi? Hannah tự design nón nè.
Oh my God.
Hannah, you are awesome today. Hannah, you make us proud. Nay Hannah ra trường high school. Đây, Mommy and Daddy đang làm tiệc cho Hannah. Hai con. Bông quá trời luôn. Bông quá trời luôn nè. Đây, trời ơi, đồ ăn quá trời luôn nha. Lot of food. A lot of food. Hai chị. Đây, nay tiệc hai con nói sao? Chúc chị Hannah sao? Chúc chị Hannah học giỏi. Đâu? Nói coi, con nói sao? Chúc chị Hannah học giỏi. Chúc chị Hannah học giỏi. Nay Hannah học giỏi quá. Hannah là ở trên top 10 luôn nè. Đây Hannah đây. Congratulations. Chưa, giờ mới cho đó. Congratulations. Wow. Hey, Hannah graduate today. Wow, look at how many tassels you have. Yeah. Wow, look at a lot of tassels. Awesome. Yeah. Niềm hãnh diện của bố nè, của mẹ nè. Hannah chào bà chưa con? Hannah chào bà. Đẹp quá đi. Vinny ôm Hannah coi. Chờ nó cười kìa, bên mặt nó cười kìa. Trời, đồ ăn quá trời luôn nè mọi người.
trong đấy.
Ham em ơi, để chị bỏ ra 2 dĩa. Đây, hôm nay cả nhà gom tụ lại để mừng lễ ra trường của Hannah nè. Đây. No, đợi Peter coming. Peter want to take picture with you. Peter coming. Trời ơi, nhiều dữ vậy nè. Peter haven't taken picture with you. Thiện vô ấy con. Handsome. Hi handsome. Cười coi bạn nghe coi. Cười coi. Trời cái mặt nó cười kìa. Tay bà đâu. Vô bàn đi. Rồi đồ ăn quá trời luôn hôm nay. Rồi lẩu xôi quá trời rồi. Rồi vô ngồi đi, vô ngồi. Sit down.
Rồi.
Cô chú bác. Dạ.
Hay quá ta.
Ta nói vậy này. Con mới nhớ ơn cậu mợ nè. Cách đây 20 năm đó là cậu mợ là môi giới cho con mà giờ này kết quả như vậy đó, thấy không? Cháu mà nó ra đi khóc
rồi kính cẩn cậu một ly nè đó.
Cậu tuyên bố nè. Hôm nay là cái ngày vui mừng nhất. Mẹ khỏe nha, có đứa con đó là trên tốt nghiệp. Không là cái vinh dự rất lớn. Đi cho con. Mong là gia đình con nhiều may mắn nha, phúc trong gia đình. Cho nên mọi người á đến đây để chúc mừng con.
Rồi giơ tay đi. Rồi.
Niềm vui đó cậu á, một đoạn đường đã rồi xong, còn nhiều đoạn đường lắm. Ra trường đại học còn
con chào mấy ông chưa? Chào ông nè bạn mở. Bây giờ nè, nghe nó lớn chưa? Lớn khen.
Bây giờ già rồi.
Không có già đâu. Chào con. Anh nào chụp hình với chưa? Peter, put the backpack down here, free.
Oh yeah, but like I thought you were like in the 10th position. I know you were 6th. So I missed your name.
Rồi, ba cậu mợ nè. Rồi. Rồi ba cậu mợ nha. Chia tay tiệc nào cũng tàn. Rồi chia tay. Rồi chúc mọi người vui vẻ nè. Chia tay nè. Bye mợ nha. Bữa nào gặp. Rồi, cậu mợ đi về nè. Rồi. Rồi, mợ đội nón nhìn giống như là thiếu nữ. Rồi, bye mợ nha. Rồi, bye. Bye mợ. Dạ. Rồi, xin chào mọi người. Xin chào mọi người. Quá đẹp luôn. Rồi, tiệc của Hena kết thúc. Xin chào mọi người nha.